My cat is right there, looking beautiful and majestic. But truth be told, she's been a real asshole lately. We're going to be moving soon, and my wife suspects that she knows. Hence the assholery. She's been jumping up onto the nightstand, trying to drink my wife's water, and then knocking it over. And just last night, my wife had the water on the headboard, and she came and knocked it onto her head at 1 a.m. while she was sleeping. So, been kind of an asshole. But she is beautiful. It's only 6 o'clock, but I'm having a nightcap. I do love this tobacco. Just so comforting. I suppose the sun is starting to set, so it's not entirely inappropriate. I already had dinner. I go to bed early. I miss doing this. Just hanging out and smoking my pipe. I've still done it. I've still smoked and hung out, but it's like a combination of a pipe and some whiskey or something. And do they go together? Yeah, sometimes. But there's something about just smoking the pipe that's really enjoyable. I was also smoking my pipe, listening to music, which is another cool combination. But when I find myself out here smoking my pipe and trying to work, or even smoking my pipe and, I don't know, watching a TV show or something like that, feels like it's taking away from it. But this is nice. I haven't posted anything in, I want to say, a year and a half. And there's a good reason for that. You might even be able to hear it in the background. The squealing sound of my gleeful daughter, who is now 6 months old. I'm a father. And it's really great. love it so much. I have not had as much time as one might expect, and I am completely fine with that. But I was on YouTube, and I have another channel, so I usually don't see what's going on with this channel, because I don't know, this channel's just me hanging out, and I don't even know why it exists, to be honest. But I decided to take a look and see how things were going, and I was quite shocked to see that I've been getting steady views every month. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's not a lot of views by any stretch of the imagination, but the fact that there's even a little bit is, I don't know, it's cool. I feel like I'm connecting with someone. You, right now, I'm connecting with you, and I don't know who you are, but we're hanging out. Maybe you're smoking a pipe with me. I don't know. But if that continues to happen, then I might as well keep making these videos from time to time. I saw my video where I was smoking early morning pipe tobacco early in the morning. Actually has like close to 2,000 views. Why? It baffles me. And it intrigues me. And it inspires me to do more. And it's also nice to just have an excuse to be out here with my pipe and nothing else. I mean, I suppose I've got the camera, but it doesn't feel like a distraction. It feels like, I don't know, a part of whatever it is that's going on here. And it's really, really enjoyable. So yeah, I guess if you're one of the few strangers who's watching this right now, thanks. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this is bringing you some value. I'm gonna have to open the door for my cat here, so give me just a moment. There you go. Right now, the sun is doing that, but when it sets behind the mountain, maybe you'll see the mountain, which is a beautiful mountain. It's called Pikes Peak. And I've been living here for 3 years now, and I haven't climbed it. And that's, I think, a failure on my part. So I don't know what else to say about that. I want to climb that mountain. I just don't know how high it is on my priority list right now, you know? there's so many things I want to do at any given one point, but I have to rank them. And I always think about my father's priority list, which, as far as we all know, was an imaginary or hypothetical list. But my brother's not convinced. He believed when he turned 18, when he came of age as a man, that he was old enough to see the list. And I wonder if my father showed him that list, the priority list. But climbing that mountain is not high on the priority list for me. I'd like to have a physical list so that my daughter, I don't know if she ever decides to make the same proposal that my brother made, that I will have the list ready to show her. But it seems like a difficult thing to manage, because of course I could have a digital list, and that's easy to, edit at any given time and move things around as necessary. But a digital list, that's not cool. I guess I could print it out from time to time, or get it, I don't know, on some nice fancy paper. Maybe print it out once a year. Look back through the years and see what my priorities were in 2021, 2022. Well, I guess it's too late for both of those now. 2023, what were my priorities? Did I aim for the top of the list? I should hope so. Man. I'm feeling unexpectedly rejuvenated right now from this experience. And I don't know if it's the sun giving me vitamin D, which I've been lacking in, to be sure. I work from home. It's winter. Well, it's about to be spring, like tomorrow, but it's been cold. Been hiding indoors. Or if it's sitting here without noise, without some sort of a screen or music or an audiobook or anything like that to distract me. But it feels very good. talking too much. Can't even see what's going on. Oh dear. This is not great. Smells like there's still plenty going on in there. Sometimes you just gotta give it a nice shake, like a pair of dice. But maybe I failed. That's the thing about Colorado, at least. Colorado Springs is incredibly dry. And even Zippo lighter fluid will vacate very quickly. Aha! I knew I could smell success waiting in here for me. Just needed a little bit of upside down, shakety shake. I suppose these videos were also not high on my priority list. But scheduling relaxation maybe should be high on my priority list. Even if it's just once a week or once every 2 weeks, I think that can be really valuable. And if this camera here brings me out, then maybe the videos can be higher on my priority list because the videos mean I'm relaxing. I have been watching some other pipers on YouTube, though, in my free time. Like, I even found myself hanging out while my daughter was taking a nap. She was asleep. I was just kind of lying there, and I have been watching Hobbiton Piper because I like the way he describes pipe tobacco, and I've been trying out some of his recommendations. And I even smoked in my garage with him a couple times. It was too cold to smoke out here. And through him, I heard about this guy Matches. And Matches, he's got some numbers at the end of his tag. I can't remember what the numbers are, but if you watch pipers on YouTube, you probably know who he is as well, because he was quite well known in the community. And he was mentioned in combination with this pipe, this Salvinelli, because it was his favorite pipe. So I ended up watching some of his videos, and he, in a lot of his videos, was actually kind of hanging out, just smoking. And I thought that was cool. It kind of reminded me of what I've done with this channel. And it was nice hanging out with him and hearing his thoughts. Albeit, he definitely talked more about his pipes and his tobacco, and I just kind of sit here and smoke it, sometimes in complete silence, or sometimes I'll just ramble like I'm rambling now. But got about 10 or so videos in until I realized that he is no longer with us. And that was heartbreaking. But also, how cool is it that he's still out there on YouTube, and I got to hang out with him. In fact, I got to meet him, get to know him for the first time ever after his physical body had already left this world. That's a cool thing. Yeah. I'm chattering too much again. The wind is starting to pick up. The potential tragedy is that I've been living here in this house. I'm in my backyard, just renting this house. And this is the first time I've done this with, the camera and everything. since moving here. But we're moving out this week. And I will not have this privacy anymore. We're going to be moving into a townhouse closer to downtown. And I do have a front porch. But it's a townhouse. And if my neighbors don't want me to smoke my pipe, then I won't be smoking my pipe. Because I don't want to be a bad neighbor. So, we'll see what happens with that. But you know, I do make delicious bread, and I can bake delicious cookies and things of that nature. And perhaps if I do those things and I deliver the goods upon arrival, I will give the good impression. I will win the hearts of my neighbors instantly. And when they see me smoking my tobacco pipe, even if they're concerned, perhaps when they smell the aroma of the tobacco, which is not offensive, and they remember the cookies, which are the opposite of offensive, they will say, you know what? That guy's okay to smoke his pipe tobacco. This is my hope. But I guess we'll find that out in the next couple of weeks here. Tomorrow is my birthday. I will be old enough to run for the office of the President of the United States of America. I'm going to smoke a cigar at the lounge. You will not be joining me. For obvious reasons. How cool would it be to have this much time, which is not a lot of time. It's like an hour, 45 minutes for a bowl. Maybe an hour if you're a genius. But to have that time every day, once a day, and I don't think I would smoke my pipe for that time if I had it every day. Maybe I would just call a friend, talk on the phone. But I think being outside is a part of the importance. Maybe sit outside, talk to a friend. Sit outside, smoke my pipe. Sit outside, read a book. Or read some poetry. Just the singular thing. Not even smoke and read. Just one or the other. It's not quite flow state. Flow state is when I'm indoor rock climbing and I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to reach the next hold. My body is engaged and my mind cannot wander because I have a serious task. But this is like, I don't know, still focusing on the one thing, but letting my mind wander with that thing as my guide. I guess reading, you wouldn't get the same mind wandering. But talking to a friend, you could sort of wander together as long as you're both engaged. That kind of time, though, would be really cool to have. I'm a busy guy, and I do not have that kind of time right now. But I'd like to get there. It's happening again. Ideally, I'd like to get there in the next 3 years. So that the time my daughter is really becoming quite a little human, I can spend some of that time with her very intentionally. That would be very cool. And I guess doing things that lead me to that place, that's what's at the top of my priority list right now. I'm gonna smell for hope. The pipe is pretty low. Oh, still smells like there's some hope there. I don't reckon I have more than 10 minutes left with this thing, regardless, but we'll see if we can get one more light. Are the mountains visible yet? No. I don't know if you'll ever see them. Maybe this week I can sneak in one more session in the morning. Maybe. Mornings are pretty impossible, unless it's the weekend, which it is right now, because I take care of my daughter during the week in the mornings. It is time.